All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a demo of the Thurston County Commons. This is for the Thurston County Prosecutor's Office. PA Tunheim has been working with MFJ to develop this site, PA Tunheim and his team. And the Commons creates a shared space for the community and the agency to work together towards a common goal. It allows you to look at various measures that have been populated by the prosecutor's office data. And you can filter the data, you can contact the agency straight from any data page. Um, and you can also take a look at the county information tab as far as seeing how Thurston looks in comparison to the larger state of Washington when it comes to population size, urban versus rural percentage, and information such as that may impact how the measures are looking. One of the core features of Commons is a policy goal. So it allows the community and the agency to sit down together and work towards a common goal and track it together. And so the prosecutor's office has chosen to reduce their amount of time from arraignment to closure, and they chose that goal with their community advisory board. All of the data is contained on this case flow data page, and then you can dig into the measures a little bit more with these explore buttons. But the case flow data page is exactly what it says. It's the flow of the case from receipt by the prosecutor all the way through the end of the case, depending on the data availability. So we get all the way to the sentencing with the Thurston data. We also have a section for how quickly cases are moving through the system. And so this is where where their policy goal would live if you wanted to look further into information from charging to arraignment, arraignment to closure, and so forth. So if I hit an explore button, it'll take me to these more in-depth measure pages. It's one measure per page. And there's a drop down. You can click to all the other various measures that we have. And so if we're interested in bail amount, we can click right to it and it'll switch over to that measure. You can change the date range. And so if you want to look at just the last 12 months or you want to look at all the quarters that we have data for, it will immediately switch over and you can group by various filters that we have available, including some charge filters, whether or not the defendant was a county resident or lived outside the county at the time they committed the offense. And you can also filter on these same exact groups as well if you only want to see just one specific group of cases at a time. You can group and filter at the same time. So right now I have an offense type filter on. This is all violent offenses for all quarters of data that we have. I can group it by various sex categories and see only male violent offenses, only female violent offenses, so on and so forth. So you can really dig into the data, really play around. The data for Thurston are felony only, and that information is contained down here in footnotes where you can find other information about the measures, about the system and the way that it might impact the measures as it plays out in Thurston. Um, and just a little bit more of a responsible consumption of the data by using the footnotes. As I mentioned, there's a county information tab, so you can compare Washington at large to just Thurston County. And so this page has a bunch of, we call them donuts, to look at and play around with to see the differences between county and state. Lastly, there is a function to discuss or share. So you can share a link to what you're looking at, or you can click the discuss button and you can select any recipient that we've received contact information for from the prosecutor's office, and you can send an email right to them about what you're seeing on the Commons and start a conversation about something that you find interesting or want to have more of a discussion about. Those are the highs and lows of the Commons site. We do also link our some glossary terms, our methodology, as well as the release history. If we've made changes to the site, you'll find them there. And that is it.